There are some who say there is a secret war being fought right now, all across the world, in our cities, in our own homes. It is a conspiracy that reaches back to the dawn of our species. It affects every one of us on a deep personal level, yet has its origin in the stars. They say our institutions have been corrupted. Our governments, our schools, our churches. They say our species has been infected, but it is our culture that displays the illness. Like an extra-dimensional bacteria has begun breeding from within our very ideologies. Our own thoughts are not our own any longer. When was the last time you had a thought that wasn't put there by them? They talk in secret codes, with complex messages being hidden in all forms of communication, from major motion pictures to street graffiti. Theirs is a global subculture. They have their own legends and myths, while other evidence recently uncovered suggests that this organization may go back hundreds, if not thousands, millions, or even billions of years, back to the creation of this very universe, and perhaps to even before. But who are they? Our narrative begins in Alamogordo in 1959, when a young man turned himself over to the police. He was covered in blood and several other organic fluids forensic scientists were unable to identify. He told a story of a doorway opening to another world, and creatures coming through it. The man was Abraham Johnson. He claimed to have been an employee of the U.S. Army as a special assistant to Robert Oppenheimer. And he told a story of how atomic science had torn a hole in our reality, and something had entered our world through that hole. These were strange shadow creatures, he claimed, capable of imitating human form. But they weren't humans, Johnson insisted. They were something else. And they were not what they claimed to be. Unfortunately, 2 days after turning himself over to the police, Abraham Johnson committed suicide, disemboweling himself with a fork he'd smuggled into his cell. Government officials went on to deny any knowledge of Abraham Johnson. As such, we may never know the truth of his claims. However, the next clue came in 1967, when